Hey friend, ever feel like building something on the cloud without all that hassle of provisioning and managing servers? I've just immersed myself into the world of serverless applications, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. You know, cloud computing has evolved tremendously, and it's not just about the power of the virtualized resources anymore, it's the simplicity they bring to the table that's astounding. The big question is, where do I start? Well, Microsoft Azure is where I turned up and found myself stepping into a world where applications are built and managed with less effort, and boy, is it convenient. Imagine this, you have an app that requires processing incoming events, like messages from a chat or a trigger from a sensor. Now, instead of setting up a service bus or writing an intermediary application to handle these events, Azure functions come to the rescue. They execute pieces of code in response to events and scale seamlessly to handle the load. This model alone is liberating, as you need not manage the infrastructural resources directly, which keeps the focus on business logic and business value. Then there are Azure Logic apps. They take this a notch higher by enabling us to automate workflows visually without diving deep into code. Like building a complex machine where different components fit naturally together without manual intervention. And the best part, it integrates so well with various services and data, making it a central hub for business processes. But wait, there's more to Azure Serverless. We have the Azure Event Grid, a managed event routing service. It's like the postal service for events, ensuring they're delivered to the hands that need them on time. For those working with messy data, Azure Data Factory is the tool of choice, letting you orchestrate workflows across multiple sources and storage, ensuring your data flows smoothly through the operations. Now on to Azure Step Functions, a serverless compute service allowing you to coordinate distributed sets of resources and services, doing away with stateful logic. You can script complex workflows, and Azure takes care of the execution infrastructure. The architecture itself is fascinating. We are deploying stateless functions that run on a multi-tenant, serverless compute platform, and that compute platform is running on top of Kubernetes. Azure then manages the orchestration, load balancing, and autoscale, offering just the right amount of resources when needed. It's the best of both worlds, and all managed by a team that knows its stuff, Microsoft's cloud engineering teams. But how does one actually create serverless applications using Azure? First, Azure Portal becomes your go-to playground. From here, you can scaffold your functions, deploy them with ease, and set triggers and logic with a simple visual interface. It requires familiarity with JSO for most of the setup, but nothing too complex once you get the hang of it. Azure Functions supports multiple languages like C#, Java, Python, among others, so choose your weapon. And while we are talking costs, serverless pricing can be a bit of a buzz, but Azure's economical model is compelling. Costs are tied to executions, like with any other cloud resource. Azure's pricing calculator is handy to estimate and ensure that you are only billed for the compute you consume. This way, even without deep knowledge of resource metrics, you get a sense of control through predictability and transparency. Of course, creating serverless applications brings its own set of troubleshooting challenges, from debugging inefficiencies to understanding the execution flow. Luckily, Azure provides plenty of tools for monitoring and logging through application insights and event hubs. The performance and execution metrics help you understand where bottlenecks occur, while logs provide insights into each execution, helping with pinpointing issues. Let's not forget about best practices, to keep our serverless applications performant and efficient. We use Azure-specific best practices like using asynchronous code, caching frequently accessed data, and handling errors gracefully. With Azure Functions, you can set up a queue of events that triggers runs in parallel, which can significantly boost your application's throughput if done right. Building for high availability is key. Azure ensures global distribution with availability zones, and we can set up multiple tiers of traffic, from preview to production, to mitigate risks. It's like having a fail-safe and a backup, all seamlessly interwoven into the infrastructure. In conclusion, serverless in Azure provides a path where the tedium of server management becomes a thing of the past. The focus is on what you build and how it delivers business value. That's the real reward. If you are ready to delve into this and explore the depths of serverless application development in Microsoft Azure, keep an eye out for my next blog. Visit Neeraj at zzz.io and subscribe to TechLab, where we break down complex tech for enthusiasts and professionals alike. Stay savvy and cloud ready.